Hey everybody, how we doing today? How's y'all's day? Mine was busy. So busy. It was a long one. I had to go do science all day in my science hole. Working with a bunch of different folks on some neat mathy type stuff. Completely inscrutable to anybody who lives a normal standard life, but we were doing graph theory today. Ooh, graph theory. It's basically where you draw dots on a page and then you draw lines between them and you decide whether or not you should make a very difficult decision based on how thick the lines are. That's an oversimplification, but that's kind of the idea. So I did a bunch of that. Did a bunch of other fun organizational stuff. Trying to move people around, to do more science, more gooder with software, all that kind of stuff. So it was a very science-filled day. I also encountered somebody when I was walking back to my office who just farted right after they passed me. And I don't know why they did that. They, like, very business-looking fellow were walking by the hallway. I am being very businessy. And I pass this person, and I hear them fart the loudest. Like, giant kind of thing. Like, there we go. That's a little closer. More on that side of things. Something like that. I looked over my shoulder to see if they reacted in any way. No, they kept walking. They were trying to play it cool. It did not work. I knew they farted. We all knew they farted. Yeah, so that's been interesting, exciting. We got hallway farts. Somebody from one of my old workplaces joined, and I was talking to them for like a long time. That was great. We got to spill all the tea on the old workplace and why that place is going terribly now. And I tried really hard not to discourage them from being excited about working at the new place. It was like, oh yeah, it's great. It's the best. There's no problems. There's a couple of problems. There's a couple minor problems. Things will move a little slower here than your other place. It'll be a little slow. People aren't as good at what they do, but you'll sleep. You will sleep here regularly, and that's good. There's not so much, you know how people say like work-life balance, and I'm like, balance? What do you mean? There's only work. Well, they mean that here. That's crazy. So yeah, much less grindy at the cost of sometimes a little bit of competence, but it's okay. It's all gonna work out. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it here. It's gonna be so good. So yeah, trying to sound positive. That was the plan. I think it worked. Went to my Asian grocer on the way home today because I have not had time to eat for the past week, so I keep finding garbage when I am driving between places. And let me tell you something, chat. Garbage, not nutritional. You might find a banana in there from time to time, but for the most part, those chicken bones do not offer the nutrients you demand. So yeah, we have a huge Asian grocer on the way to home from where I work. Oop. Tap. On the way home from where I work, and I got a big old box of marinated fish cake because I love them. It's a Korean grocer, so they've got those like slightly spicy marinated fish cake cuts that they'll often do as appetizers if you're getting stuff at a Korean restaurant. It's so good. So I got those. I got some matcha Kit Kats. Matcha Kit Kats are great. I got some half matcha, half dark chocolate Kit Kats, which is even better. Thought about picking up, they had a Dragon Ball Daima like ramune thing. I wanted to get that. I did not, because it was going to be too sugary, and I haven't watched Dragon Ball Daima yet. I haven't heard a lot of hype about it. People don't seem to care. If you have watched Dragon Ball Daima and care, let me know. Let me know what you think, because thus far I have heard nothing. It has been all quiet on the Western Front as far as I can tell. For those who tuned in last time, we finished up Thank Goodness You're Here. That was awesome. That was a good time. I think we're going to take there's not a bunch of like hilarious, highly animated British comedy inspired adventure games around, so I'm afraid I don't have another one of those in the barrel. What I do have is Kerbal Space Program, because last time we finished the Muckabout 3, which was a very successful space trip, and then I had made the Silly Willy I, and it didn't quite do what was intended. We're trying to make a rifled rocket engine, so I think I want to make a better version of the Silly Willy I. I want to make Silly Willy II. We might do Space Quest 2 today. That's a possibility. And then there's all kinds of stuff in the backlog that all looks amazing. I've got some retro-inspired platformers. I never played Freedom Planet, which is a big Sonic-inspired platformer that was popular and kind of the answer to folks who were craving Retro Sonic before Sonic Mania came out. What else is in this list? No recorded activity. Where's my list? Where's my stream queue? 20XX, which is like the same thing for Mega Man. Against Great Darkness. I don't remember what this is. Buckshot Roulette, but I need someone to play with me. Curse to Golf, because I'm a sucker for golf games. Dead Cells, which I never actually played. Classic Doom. Fashion Police Squad, which is a spectacular game that I think y'all will like. Yeah, a couple. Neon White, which I really need to get on. There's a bunch of good stuff in this here backlog. Affogato, which is that not in here? I should put this in the... Yeah. I think I want to play Affogato on stream at some point. I could play Balatro, but my stream account, I would have to start over. And I don't know exactly how I feel about that. It would give me the sensation of being really good at the game out of the gate, though. Maybe that's worth it. Maybe I can pretend it's a first-time playthrough, and everyone will come in and be like, "Wow, you're doing really great, Mr. Labrat. How are you doing that? How are you getting in there and you're getting all them points? How are you making the flames go up on the score meter in your first couple of hands?" And I will say, "Young Jameson, Jameson, it is because I am a genius. Long ago, the cards came to me in my sleep, and deep in my brain, it triggered something. It triggered a neural pathway that would allow me to forever make the perfect score in Balatro and other card games for the remainder of my sadly finite lifetime." I could pretend that's what we're going to do. That makes sense, right? Yeah, that makes sense. So that's one option, but I think we'll get there later. For now, we're going to open up Kerbal Space Program. Let me just change the title up in here. Title: Kerbal Space Program. Let's make the Silly Willy II. Oh yeah. What game is this? It's not just chatting, it's Kerbal Space Program. There we go. Let's open this sucker up real quick. Where'd you go, Kerbal Space Program? I know you're around here somewhere. There you are. Trying to be all sneaky like. Trying to hide. Well, you'll never get away with that with me. I know where you are, Kerbal Space Program. Yes. Rockets. Aerodynamism. Boosters. Retro thrusters. Regular thrusters. Thrusting in general. The concept of thrusting. That's what we need. All right. Let's push your little button. Head on over to our game setting. There we go. My recollection is this has some decent-ish in-game music, so we may be turning off our music in just a moment here. Once all of the planets are aligned, as it says. Which Kerbal do you most identify with, chat? Because for me, it's this guy on the left. I'm disappointed in everybody involved in this mess. Oh, I clicked at a bad time. Screen thinks it's frozen. Ah, not frozen. Haha. All right. Ooh, all right. Go away. Go away, Spotify. We require your services no longer. Yeah. Breaking ground expansion. Kerbal Space Program. All right, we are going to resume our game. Yeah, it's probably science exclamation point. That seems right. No flights in progress. I don't think it's long division. It might be long division. Hold on. Actually, maybe it's long division. Well, we know we don't need this one. We'll get rid of that one. Let's try long division. It's whichever one has a bunch of stuff unlocked and has the Silly Willy one. Let's go to the launch pad, see what we got. Yeah, this is the one. All right. Let's go to our flight facility and make ourselves the Silly Willy II. Perfect. Alrighty. Where's the Silly Willy 1? Open. Let's open the Silly Willy 1, see what we got going for us. Okay. So the problem we ran into last time was this initial section went off kind of correctly, and then it started vibrating itself to pieces. Let's go to the launch pad just so we know what we're working with really quick. That's already not a great sign. The top is not supposed to bounce. Let's see what we actually got going on here. All right, so that happens. All right. We can let that go for a bit. Let's let that go. Now let's wait for a moment. We're spinning too much. Now we're upside down. Are we gonna... All right, that... Yeah, see, this is the problem. We got some stuff going on. Yeah, and then this... Come on, look at that. Look. Wait. Oh, it's kind of working. Oh, never mind. Nope. Yeah, that is not what's supposed to happen. Bad. But we have a bunch of couplers that we should be able to use now. So we can probably do this better. Let's go to vehicle assembly. Do I have... Well, I must have vertical couplers because I have horizontal couplers. So this seems completely unnecessary. I think we can do this better. All right. Let's break ground on the Silly Willy II. Now, the Silly Willy II is a variant design. We've already done some good things with Silly Willy I. This starting section is pretty good. I think this is too much of a booster. Yeah, so I guess we will kind of be starting over, won't we? Gone. Never to be seen again. All right, Silly Willy II. We need our control module. Then we're gonna need ourselves a nice decoupler. There's my decoupler. Here we go. Need one of those. Pop it right here. Perfect. Now at this stage, we're gonna want it to spin a bunch again. The problem that we run into is so loud. Music is so loud. Go away. Does this music remind you of The Sims? It reminds me of The Sims a lot. That's another thing I need to pick up. They did that Sims re-release, and I do want to torture some simulated beings. I mean, raise and befriend and encourage some simulated beings. That's what I meant. Yeah, so what do we want to do here? We got fuel boosters, the thumper. So we want something that doesn't fire, I don't think. I think maybe we do want let's let ourselves cook a little bit here. Okay, so we want this. Do we want this all going at the same time? Tough question. I suppose my theory is I want to have more spin every time we release a stage. I think that's the theory. We also got to be a little careful about how much energy we put into this thing. So maybe a triple is a little better of an idea than a quad. Maybe this is the play. Go ahead and rotate that a little bit. We're going to rotate it a lot. Yeah, so actually by this time, can I be wholly horizontal? That is a question. So just as a demonstration, let's see what we get out of this. What does this even do for us? I feel like this may do something. That seems fine. Technically, this is a successful landing. Notice how I can recover the vessel. That is a fully successful landing. Recover. See what we did there? And it survived flight, so we got a whole point of science. Look at us go. That is the most successful flight perhaps anyone has ever seen. That said, I wanted to go a little higher. Yeah, so this is the right direction. It does still vibrate itself to pieces. That seems like a problem. So the choices we can make to prevent that problem are either we can have couplers so that we bail these when that starts to become an issue, or we can make them variable thrust. Variable thrust seems like it would be too much work. So no variable thrust for us. Our plan is absolutely to just fire these things off into nowhere when we don't want them anymore, because that's funny. Oh, and we have these service bays now too. So we don't have to go vertical if we don't want to. But I got news for you folks. We want to go vertical. We want to be so vertical. We are the most vertical. I kind of want this. We want this to be roughly on the center or mass of the remaining ship. And the reason we want that is if it's roughly around the center of mass, we're less likely to introduce second order vibrations, chat. Do y'all understand second order vibrations? Do you know how that works, chat? You understand second order vibrations? All right, we're gonna have to we'll have to teach you about the vibrations now. Then I can also test this new thing over here. So this is, right? So if you have something, right? Let's say we got this little mass here. We got this mass. We're gonna name this mass Molly. This is Molly the mass. Molly the mass. We need to make sure you can see Molly. This is Molly the mass. Hi, Molly. Everybody say hi to Molly. Hi, Molly. That's Molly the mass, and then we're gonna have ourselves a nice little rocket engine that's gonna impart a moment. We're gonna impart a moment on Molly. So we're gonna take a moment of Molly's time. We're gonna take a moment of Molly's time so that we can introduce a rotation about Molly. Yeah, that's our goal. We need ourselves a trapezoid, chat. I need a trapezoid. What? This isn't, there we go. Nice little trapezoid. See, chat? See what we're doing here? See, this is a rocket. This is a rocket. And group these up. Yep. We're gonna make another, we're gonna take this rocket and rotate the rocket. I wish it would snap to real, there we go. Okay, we rotated the rocket. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Rotate the rocket 180 degrees. We got this rocket now. Here's the other rocket. Okay, so we've got rocket A. You understand? Rocket A and rocket B, right? And we're gonna attach them to Molly. We're gonna take this and we're gonna go oi. There you go. I'm gonna change this so there's no arrow on the other side. Oh, or even better, maybe there's a strut. There's a strut. There you go. That's what you need. You need a nice strong strut. Where's my other strut? You gotta set this to strut so that you can strut your stuff. There's my strut, all right? This is Molly, okay? And we're gonna fire out some thrust. This is the thrustometer. Yeah, and we're gonna fire it that way. We're gonna fire it this way. Fire it out this way too. Oh yeah. You know, that's great, you see, because the nice thing about this is in perfect equilibrium. You know, we're on a flat plane here. So the center of the torque lines up with the center of Molly the mass. You all get that? You get that? This is Molly the mass. This is our first moment that we're introducing, and this is our second one. And if you look at the torques introduced, the torques are going to be, they're going to be about the center of Molly. Now what happens, chat, if I do this? Huh? Now what's happening? Well, you see, if I put it here, then rather than being around Molly, all of these torques, now they're about this little point, right here. See that? They're about that. That's bad. Why is that bad, champ? Why is that bad? Well, it's bad because what's going to happen is you're going to try and impart a force, a torque, right? And you're doing it about this, but the moment of inertia is going to be about the center of Molly. And so you're going to be putting some energy into this object that will propagate through the object's material, bounce off the inside, and then start to vibrate. And if you're bouncing off the inside of something that is rotationally symmetrical, most of those vibrations are going to cancel out. But if it's not, then Molly's going to start shaking. Molly's going to start shaking up and down. Molly's going to be going crazy. Molly's going to be having a bad day, and then all of a sudden, there goes Molly, never to return. And that's why we're gonna be adding ourselves a little bit of rotational symmetry, and we're gonna be making sure that everything is about the center of mass, chat. Everything has to be about the center of mass. And that's the end of your physics lesson for today. So you see how these are at different heights? That's bad. That's bad because Molly's gonna die. So we're just gonna fix that. Try and make this as nice and centrally aligned as we possibly can. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And we can do that with these nice little finite movement tools. Or you. What? You knock that off. Come on. There we go. Not expected, but okay. Why are you not attached anymore? Alright, go ahead and click this button again. Alright, we want to be pretty close to even. About there. About there. Alright, so that part's about right. Let's turn on our mass overlay. Pretty good. Pretty close to the center of mass. Looks like we're pretty close to the center of mass all the way around. Great. So that's what we want. We need Molly to live. Okay. And then the change we're gonna make, I think, nope. Undo, get rid of this. I think what we'll do is we'll rotate this part. Nope. You. Good. You get rotated. And by this point, we want to be rotating pretty fast. So I think I'm going to set us up like that. And we're going to give ourselves some aerodynamic cones. I'll make sure that things work a wee bit better. Oh, but it's going to be a jerk about it because it's not straight up now. So I need to do this first. Aha! We do that first, and then we rotate the parts. So let's take this, and we're going to rotate this. Yes. Yes. Good. All right. That seems pretty solid. Okay. So now let's make ourselves a couple of more coupling sections. So my plan is not to control by throttle at all. I'm just going to dump different parts when I think I'm done with them. I think that's the plan. That's probably the plan. Maybe we can use... well, so the problem you run into is it's going to want to keep thrusting. I should be able to copy a section, right? Can I do this and Control C it, and Control V it? Nope. I would like to duplicate. Is there a duplicate button? Duplicate. You please allow duplicate. Fancy thing what we make. Rotate, reroute, place. Let's see if there's a way to duplicate this thing. Should be. Kerbal Space Program. Duplicate. Parts. How do you copy parts already made? Reddit. How's the server error? Option plus left click. So it says this? Heck yes. Perfect. All right, that is good. You can go over here for a minute. Yes. And so we will make ourselves another decoupler. And try a nice naive strategy to start. Got that. Then we're going to put this here. And then we're going to make a modification. in which we change the trajectory of this slightly by rotating again. So we're going to grab you, we're going to click on here, we're going to rotate this up a little bit so it's a little more upward aligned. Yeah, I want to do this as a function. Yes, I agree to that. Now we're going to grab this one, we're going to add a coupler, we're going to do it again. In you go. And this one is going to be close to straight. Where's my rotate-a-majig? One rotate-a-majig. Click on here. And do that one more. That's probably fine. That seems good. Yeah. Oh. Wanted you to be rotated. Yes. Okay. So let's see. Center of thrust. Perfect. So this tells us the center of thrust is straight down. That means, in general, we're going to be going up, which is what we want. Center of mass is probably went down a bit. Yep. In the center of the thing. Aerodynamic overlay. This should show non-uniform drag, if I remember. And we don't exactly have any non-uniform drag. What I might do, even though I don't necessarily want to use this parachute, I might put a parachute on here solely for aerodynamic purposes. Oh, but you know what I could do instead is I could do another aerodynamic nose cone. And then I don't have this disgusting side effect of them possibly surviving. Gross. Gross, everybody. Bam. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's got a little mushroom hat. Perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. All right, let's see what this new version of the Silly Willy does. It is already not set up right. So we're gonna need this coupler to be here. We're gonna need these rockets to be down here. That's fine. This is good. What is going? What this looks? What is this nonsense? That's fine. All right, you do that. You don't do that yet. No. Then you do this. Right. So those go off, and I want this to go off at the same time. Where's that? All the way up here. Okay. So all of these go off at the same time for now. We'll make some choices later. Then we get rid of the rifling rockets. Then we get rid of the primary booster. Then, so we're going to initiate everybody for upward thrust, and we're going to blow up the... Yeah, we're going to blow off the rifling rockets when we're worried about causing some problems, and then we'll continue to ascend, and we'll get rid of the next layer shortly after. All right, then this is also all wrong. We want all this to happen at the same time, but not this, not these. These are unrelated. Yeah, so these rockets go off, and then we have the horizontal decouplers, and then the next vertical decoupler. So same as the previous stage, same plan. Then these all go at the same time, then the horizontal decouplers, then the vertical decoupler. Okay. This should be the spinniest ship in all the land. Let's see what we get. Y'all believe in me? I believe in me. I think I'm pretty great. And it's because it's true. All right. Let's check out the next iteration of the Silly Willy I. Good. All right. Let's get rid of those. That's fine. All right. This started going haywire pretty early. That's not It's not the plan. Okay. Yup. Are we going up or down? Alright. Alright. I want to see what happens if we get rid of stages faster. So this starts pretty good. Alright, you can already see we've got a problem. See all that? No, no, no. We're going to go back to launch. And we are going to do this a little slower. Go there. Great. Good. All right, I want you to slow down a little bit. No. All right, that's not working. What if we do it way faster? I'm going to go way faster now. I'm going to go like this. And do this. Better. All right. I have a new firing sequence idea. Got a new idea. We're gonna try something slightly different. New idea. All right. I think we're just gonna change the firing sequence. So the new plan is first, we're gonna get a little bit in the air using our primary booster. Yeah. Primary booster gets us a little bit in the air. Then we're going to initiate some rotation. Is this too much rotation? Probably. It's probably too much. But that's gonna have to be okay. Then I think we try and get rid of both of these at the same time. I wonder if there is... I'm trying to think of a good aerodynamics-based solution for keeping this from being extra stupid. Because my theory is I want it to spin more and more, but what I am discovering is that we're spinning too fast. What is this? This is the Silly Willy II. The Silly Willy II is an iteration on the Silly Willy I. Let me show you the Silly Willy I. This is the Silly Willy I. Our goal is to make a rocket that goes up like a rifle. That's our plan. We're figuring out a couple of different ways of doing it. The Silly Willy I actually did okay. It's not so bad. So we're trying to find a more refined way to solve this problem, a more physics-based solution. But the Silly Willy I did okay for a maiden voyage. So here's how it starts off, right? Not so bad. Now we're starting to get some vibration issues. We fire everybody off. All right. Now we're accelerating purely on dynamics. And then around here, I need to slow down a little bit. That didn't work. That didn't work. So this is where it goes wrong. This is the problem. What we need is we need a way to better control. I don't see how you could be dizzy after that. This seems fine. And these guys are definitely going to survive. Yeah, that was just, don't worry about that. That is just a skin wound. Worried. Don't worry about the explosions. Those are cinematic explosions. They're fireworks to celebrate how great that launch went. So anyway, what we're trying to do is iterate on this for the Silly Willy II. And so our theory is we can control it in stages better. But what I think I'm finding is that we're starting to spin too quickly. It seems like even if I don't fire some of these later stages, we end up spinning a lot. So actually, let's fire the Silly Willy II without... Yeah, I'm going to fire the Silly Willy II without firing any of the later stages. I just want to see if it spins too much and vibrates. Okay, so this is our initial launch. Interesting. So it doesn't leave the launch pad. Yeah. Okay. So I think our problem is we need less rotation even early on. We've got a plan. Got a plan. Don't worry about it. Definitely got a plan. Okay, so we're going to initiate all of these rockets at the same time. And for now... no, undo. For now, I think I'm actually going to modify the moment of impulse such that it's the same on all stages. Heck yeah. You know, we were talking a little bit about moments of inertia and whatnot earlier, but that's too much work. Instead, we're just gonna figure out how up go. So, in layman's terms, want sideways go much because more sideways go increase stable, but sideways go cause vibration. So, must add sideways go slowly to minimize vibration. This way, more up go than sideways go should better handle vibration. And that is the end of my thesis. So now what we gotta do is we gotta get all this together. We gotta make sure that everybody's firing on all cylinders. So my... right. No, I got that. Yeah. No, I totally get you, bro. I have a PhD in physics from MIT, and I totally get it. Yeah, I understand. I understand what you're talking. The particles need to go into the compensator so that the grammines can fluctuate in my capacitance. Yeah, I got that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's basically that. It'll be totally fine. Okay, so this is good. We're gonna combine some of these stages. That's good. That's good. And these are together. That's fine. This is... all right. I'm gonna combine those two. There we go. All right, this is a much simpler design. The only thing I'm not sure of... no, this shouldn't blow itself up. Sometimes it likes to blow itself up if you're shooting fire into your own rocket. Frankly, I think that's silly and unrealistic. Who would do that? I'm angry about it. Anyway, how was your day? Did you get to stream today? All right, this is going to be totally fine. Yeah. Good start. Okay, so the problem we're running into is that the aerodynamics are causing... yep. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, come on! Come on! All right, fine. I wonder if... how can I reduce this aerodynamics problem? You did stream. Were you doing Roblox games again? What if I lessened the spin? That is my plan. So I wanted to spin a lot, but what happens is as you increase the spin, you need to have less things farther away from center. So I want lots of spin, but I might need a better way to do it. The big problem is 3 is the minimum number of rockets I can have where it's symmetrical. And the less symmetrical I am, the more vibratey, explodey everything gets. So we need... yeah, I know, but I already have the smallest rocket going 3. I guess the thing I didn't do that I could do that I don't want to, because what I could do is I could switch over to liquid, which is a controllable source. I was trying to do it the lazy way. I want it to be lazy. Is there anything smaller? How can I make this worse? I want a dumber, easier solution. Wait. Ooh. There is a dumber, easier solution. If everything doesn't fall off. All right, new plan. We may... All right, this is the Silly Willy II Prime. So our new plan... No lazy! Bad, Labdrat! Bad!
You must do things the proper way, Labdrat. Otherwise, how will you ever succeed in life? Haven't your parents taught you to do things the right way the first time?
Haven't they? All right. Our new plan is we're going to do this just with aerodynamics. Because we were kind of doing that anyway. I am not free tomorrow, unfortunately. I has to work. I'm probably free Saturday? I'll find out. All right, let's see here. So if I want to do this with an aerodynamics only solution, here is our plan. We're going to implement 3 stages of winglets. Maybe I'm only going to implement 2. Yeah, I'll implement 3. Let's implement 3 stages of winglets. All right. 3 stages of winglets, and these are going to be off at a slight angle. And that is going to introduce a torque on Molly the Mess, which will allow us to rotate. So you are going to go over 1. And at first, I think we're going to do the same amount of rotation on all of them. So now this is more like a bullet, where you are purely using aerodynamics to get this to rotate a little bit at a time. The question is, when do these winglets fly off is the question. And we're about to find out. All right, so the Silly Willy II Prime. What is the Silly Willy II Prime gonna do? Okay, good. This is working. So the way we control it now is entirely based on our speed. So our rotation and our speed are coupled. Yes! All right, so we might be running into trouble here. No? Okay. This is going pretty great. Oh, no. There's the problem. There's your problem. It kind of works, though. Okay. This is kind of working. What do you want me to explain? Tell me, what shall I do? How shall I educate you on the glory of aerodynamics? You want to know why this works and the other one didn't? What do you want to know? I'm excited. But while we're here, we're going to send our bullet directly into the ground because I haven't fired the final stage. Wait, have I? Oh, I have. All right, well, this mushroom cap is just going to fall and die. So, back to the assembly. You don't remember what I said? After I went on that long diatribe, I worked so hard on it. Ugh! This is why all my students are doomed to fail. No, all right. No, that's okay. So, this is the Silly Willy Prime. Let's take a look at what was happening in general. Let's go back. We were talking earlier about Molly the Mess. Hold on to what? I'm gonna look at Molly the Mouse again. Wait, that ain't right. Yeah? What happened? Where'd y'all go? Oh, I remember. This is where it is. There we go. This is Molly the Mass. All right. So, in our original design, what we were trying to do is we were trying to create a torque around the center of our rocket. So, if I do what you are describing, what's going to happen is I'm going to create most of my torque, or most of my inertia on the first stage, or most of my torque during the first stage, and then I'll lose less torque as each stage is released. So at a certain level of speed, I will no longer be imparting spin, which is fine. I kind of want to be imparting spin the whole time. That's an idea. So let's jump on back to the game. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, friend? Here you go. Bam. So we're going to jump back here. So what we discovered the first time was that we were pretty stable up through the first two. And then what it actually looks like happened is it's actually probably these front winglets being a little too forward, causing a instability as they hit the front of the winglet. It's the ones I only know how to science stuff. I have to make the sciencey overlay. It's mostly nicked anyway. I paid for a good portion of it. I want an original overlay, but I don't know what I want it to look like yet. Okay. So we need our movie bits. So we're gonna grab on this. We're gonna move these down a little bit in hopes of improving our stability so that this leading edge is less in the way. Yeah. So as it stands, what's happening is we're creating a smooth stream of air at every stage, and the amount of torque imparted on this is correlated to the speed. So the faster we go, the more rotational torque we're imparting on our rocket. Because as we go faster, we experience more drag. A certain component of the drag is now pointing around the center, and that will cause us to spin. What I think happened, we seem to be fine until the last stage. I believe that's because this wingtip actually extended out a little bit too much. And in fact, because it's doing it a little bit here too, I actually wonder if it'll let us move it in. Yeah, that's better. Whoop. And I don't think this will cause an explosion. And this should be a better solution for all subsequent stages. So I think I'm going to try it everywhere. So we want to go down a little bit, and we want to go in. And we'll do it here as well. Here, maybe only in. You know, that's probably something. That's funny. True. All right, and this nose cone actually is less aerodynamic than the control pod, so this is actually going to act as a speed inhibitor. I actually think this might ruin the aerodynamics of what we're trying to do, so I'm going to get rid of it and replace it with a parachute. Better that way. Where's my utility button? Here we go. This should be better aerodynamics. So now we're going to have air come over this. Then we're going to have it hit these winglets. It's going to start introducing a laminar flow all the way down. And what should happen is, by and large, most of the torque is going to be imparted by the first set of wings it hits. And the reason for that is because they're shadowing the farther down you get. Yeah, so like if you're looking at aerodynamics, what'll normally happen, right, is you're going to hit this, and you're going to create a high pressure zone on top, and that's what's creating the drag that causes you to spin. So you've got this high pressure zone pushing this thing to the right, causing the spin. But because mass is conserved, what that'll mean is there's a low pressure zone over here. That means there's less air directly under this wing, which means there's less air traveling through this part. But the nice thing about this sort of symmetrical design is this is going to create a little bit of a airflow in the direction along the wing. These aren't tilted enough that it's going to matter. Yeah, these aren't tilted enough that it's going to matter. So almost all of the torque is going to be generated by this top stage. I could get more torque generated by setting these offset a little bit, which would make us spin faster, but given the fact that we barely survived the last launch, I think it would actually make us explode. But we'll see. Let's see what happens with the Silly Willy Prime now. Come on, Willy. All right, bam. So we're initiating. Okay. So this is our first go. All right. I'm gonna launch a little more aggressively now. That I didn't expect. Okay, so there is a change in that it looks like the winglets are accidentally attached to the wrong stage. So we're gonna have to do something about that. And now we're asymmetrical, but it kind of works. Okay. So we moved the winglets down too far. That said, this is the most survived flight of the Silly Willy we've had thus far. Pretty good. All right. We have some adjustments to make, chat. We'll fix them. It'll be great. It'll be great. You have no idea how amazing this all is. Yeah, so just to point out again, what's happening is that these winglets are now attached to the wrong part of the body. So if I go through the first two stages, rather than just having one set of winglets fall off the bottom, the first two will fall off. See? And then we do this. Bam! I'm learning! No! Stop educating me! Ugh, you gross science tuber. How dare you? I'm so angry. Alright, back to vehicle assembly. We're gonna fix these. Okay, these are too low. Too low, chat. Not acceptable. Unacceptable. Move you up. We should be able to do that now, because especially now that they're moved in, it should be, yeah, that'll be fine. Let's hit this one. That's probably fine. All right, let's see if this has improved things. Do I teach IRL? I used to teach. Long ago, I used to teach grad classes in robotics. It was awesome. Now I just science for fun. All right. I was bad at Roblox. What happened? Oh yeah, this looks right. Yeah. Okay. Initial stage is correct. Pretty stable. Good. We're gonna let it cool down for a minute and then fire the next stage around there. Oh, this is looking great. Okay, now if the top stage operates properly, we can test a more aggressive launch schedule. Ooh, it's looking pretty good. All right, it's no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So I think what's happening is we don't have enough drag in the top stage. So I think we can combine the last two rockets. Yeah, so our choices are we can get rid of the wings on top, or we can make that second stage longer. And it'll only have one set of wings then. I kind of like that. Yeah, so I got an idea here. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this off. Actually, get out here. You get out. No one wanted to talk to you. So here's our new plan. Get rid of this, get rid of this. We're gonna get a bigger stage. Twice as much fun. I'm gonna throw a decoupler on that. We need a little more. Exactly, yeah. We need a little more. It's effectively both. Because this is only one stage, so it's only gonna have one set of winglets. But we are gonna, yeah, put this here. Pop this back on. Let's get our winglets together. And we want it to be triple. We want it to be right above the existing winglets. We need to make sure it's actually on the right thing. It seems right. Stop it. Yeah. Okay, so this is actually probably too far down. It needs to be very clearly connected to the right stage. Good, good. All right, now we can add our rotation. Get out of here. Stop it. Go away. Nobody wanted you. All right, a little bit of rotation. Bam. And then some placement. Pop that in a wee bit. Great. That looks good. Okay. This will probably go a lot better. So what we're doing, we look at the center of mass. Can I look at the center of mass after a certain stage? So a little bit about rocket dynamics. Why do you have stages in rockets? Well, as you might see, the center of mass for this rocket looks like it's roughly in the center of the rocket. And the problem with that is that as this fuel goes away, the center of mass will actually shift higher and higher, making the rocket unstable. So that's problem one. Problem two is, why would I continue to carry around this stupid empty tin can that doesn't offer me anything anymore once it's already out of fuel? Ridiculous. Why would I do such a thing? So instead, I say, all right, after this stage, now the center of mass is all the way up here. So now it's in front of my center of thrust again, making it more stable. And I also am carrying less weight. That is why we make stages in rockets. I feel like I should take notes. You missed the whole story of Molly the Mass and off-center vibrations. It was great. We loved it. All right. Let's launch the Silly Willy II Prime, I guess. I should have put another Prime. Optimus Prime. All right. Did I stage this properly? Nope, that could have been a problem. All right, we're going to fix that real quick. No. So y'all might notice that first I burn this engine, then I fire off that engine. Wait, why are there two decouplers here? What? What? Hold on, did I attach a decoupler to a decoupler? I did. I'm a dumb dummy from Dumbtown. Get out of here. Go away. There you go. Much better. And this is also dumb. We want to decouple long before we fire the parachute. All right, so now, rocket burn, decouple, rocket burn, decouple, fire parachute. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get ready to rumble! Sorry. Get ready to rumble! That's better. And off we go. Spin, spin, spin. Yeah, so notice how we're not spinning materially less when we have fewer stages. And the reason for that is the thing I said before. We're not spinning less. Now, is this gonna burn up? I think we're good. Little bit of instability. I feel like we need even more drag. All right, so what? Oh, actually, I think what's happening Oh, I understand what's happening. What's happening is when the atmosphere gets thinner. Yeah, when the atmosphere gets thinner, this is just becoming a point of instability. So I actually think we're in the right direction. I just think we want an even bigger booster. You don't see what's happening? From which perspective? So what's happening is I'm Big Dumb. All right, Mr. Big Dumb. I'll tell you what's happening. So let's refire this flight real quick so that you can see. Okay, man. All right. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen from the start. So before, we had 3 winglets in a row. We're not going to spin any slower than we did when we had 3 winglets, because like I said before, almost all of the force being generated by the winglets behind whatever's in front will be gone because they're shadowed. So this is generating almost all the force. This is like a little nice to have. It doesn't really matter that much. It's almost entirely this. So that's going to generate all of the spin. But what's happening is as we get into thinner and thinner atmosphere, the way that the wind interacts with this thing is less strong. And so it's spinning, and it has these like little moments of mass out on the side that are wiggling just a teensy bit, and it's causing the whole thing to go unstable. So the solution is kind of to make sure that these are even farther back so that, yeah, it should be that they're even farther back so that they have less of an effect on stability at that point, but also so I could get rid of them, but then when I get to the second stage, I'm going to stop introducing spin. My goal is to make everybody as dizzy as possible. In fact, I think the best option, if I could set it up, is to make sure that we get into orbit. Maybe this will be the Silly Willy III. Get into orbit and then fire off some spinning rockets that make them go completely whack. That's another good idea. So let's see. Yeah, so this is what's happening now. If I get rid of this second set of wings, right, then the minute that I do this, I'm going to stop adding spin with acceleration. And it's pretty stable for a really long time. It looks like the instability only shows up when we get kind of close to the upper atmosphere, which is right at this line here. So there's the upper atmosphere, and now the air is thinning out, and now it just can't handle it. But I bet if we had a larger booster, the extra acceleration would help us. So our new plan is to make an even larger booster. We got pretty good, but we can do better. So I'm going to pull this off and get rid of this. We're going to go to the Thumper. Ah, yes, the Thumper. So this is basically just going to get us off the ground. Bam. And then... well, that's interesting. Is that how that works? I guess so. Yes, yes, the big boy. It will be glorious. Alright, so now this sucker. This is what's gonna bring us home. So we're gonna put this nice and far back. We're gonna do exactly what we did before. Make sure it has no excuses to do anything stupid. And now the drag is so far back compared to the center of mass, I think it's going to improve our stability. Pop this in a wee bit so that there's no leading edges. Great. All right. So now we have the Silly Willy II Prime, but not Prime Energy. Boo, Logan Paul, boo. All right. Is this staged correctly? Yes. Okay. So we should get, this will actually spin a little less than it did before, and that is because there's so much more mass. So we're in the air. All right. Now we'll continue to spin. We have a nice, yeah, this is doing pretty good. That's what I'm talking about. This is the rifle I dreamed of. Now, I think what's happening, though, is there's so much drag that it really is... Yeah, it really is eating through that, that fuel booster faster than I thought it was. Okay, see? Now we're in the upper atmosphere, and everything's fine. Perfect. No problems at all. Little bit of heat, and perfect. Excellent. That is a perfect launch. Oh yeah, and we are officially in space. In space. And we're spinning excellently. Yeah! Nailed it. Look at how spinny this guy is. He's having a great time. He's probably brain dead. Perfect. I just love how spinny it is. All right, let's set this to some crazy amount of time. So we didn't do anything smart. Oh, did you actually? Oh, when I spun up time, it wasn't able to keep the spin simulation, so I just stopped it. Ooh, I wanted to see the spinning. Okay. So now we're around here. I'm going to speed this up a bunch as well until we're in the range of the parachute functioning. And... there. All right. Cool. Successful launch. I do not know how Valentina Kerman is not just a puddle of soup. I'm pretty sure I subjected them to like 400 Gs. We should really be doing science on how these weird little green frog things can survive. How do Kerbals manage? Nice. That is a lot of deaths. It is at least 1 deaths, if not 5. Perfect. Okay. The Silly Willy II is a massive success. So now, the question is, what do we want to do after that? So, do I have anything where... What I really want to do is, like, get into space and then deploy something so that we can spin even more. What can I do? I don't know if I have the tools for that right now. The problem is once we're in space, we can't rely on aerodynamics to spin anymore. Right. So I'll show you what the problem is going to be. So just like how aerodynamics saved us in this instance, it'll destroy us if we try and do anything else. So let's rename, this is the formal Silly Willy II. We're going to save that. Yep, we can overwrite that. Let's pull up this. We're gonna call the Silly Willy II Prime. This is gonna be our little experiment. And we'll show you how wrong this is gonna go. Let's grab ourselves a couple of rockets. And we can pick whatever they are. The smallest rockets are these boosters. And we're gonna just do 2 of them. And with some care, actually, should I do, let's do 3. I feel like, well, I'll do 2 just to show how wrong this is going to go. With 2, I'm pretty sure this is going to go bad. I think it's still going to go bad with 3, but definitely with 2. Okay, so that's the start. But we need a little bit of rotation because now it's going to be the thrust. It's the thrust, everybody. That's the thrust of the situation. I'll only do a little bit just to prove what's going to happen here. So a wee bit of thrust. Let's save this. We're gonna go to the launch pad. We're gonna take off. Now, spoiler alert, I don't expect us to survive. Even though it's just one teensy change. Oh, and I meant to do this. There you go. And away we go. All right. Starting off nice and normal. All right, so you're already seeing part of the first problem. We're now top heavy. You see how that could become an issue. And because I'm spinning as part of my glorious plan, it's a little hard to redirect once you're off course. It's not impossible, but it's definitely not easy. You'll also notice there's a visible space between those rockets and the control module. That's because they're kind of vibrating like crazy and trying to detach themselves. Now before, we were in space by this point. Now we only got this far, and now this is what happens. Oh yeah, this is a completely standard, yep. Okay, now to my surprise, everybody survived. I didn't really expect people to live through this one. This is fine. Yeah, man, it's fine.
What do you mean, aerodynamics? This is fine! Everything's fine!
Oh, this is gonna be bad, though. Alright, so this is a little funny, because we have maintained the spin during landing. I do want to see how dead they are because of this. Is this going to kill them? Oh, yeah! Oh, wait, no, you lived? You lived? What? That is illegal. How dare you? How dare you spit in the eye of physics like that? Gross. Yeah. Woohoo! I did my job! I proved the science man wrong, idiot. Yeah, but how do we get to space? I feel like you is big smart. I feel like we have to get to space first and then introduce the rotation if we want to do things that way. So, the Silly Willy III is a space-only rotation experiment. We're gonna make everybody vomit in space. And sadly, I don't think any of our existing design is going to help us in Silly Willy III. I think we're going to have to start over. So, the Silly Willy III. We have to think backwards, because we're thinking about the part that's going to be in space first. So we're going to want our coupler, and we're going to want our parachute. We know that's important. The next thing we need is a nice central bit for everybody to attach to. I'm gonna go with one of these. Don't want two big boys. So the problem, let's go back. Let's go back for a moment and talk about our friend Molly. Here's Molly. Molly is just a wee mass trying to make it in the world. And the thing you got to understand about Molly is what we're kind of doing is we're bouncing Molly on top of a pin. So imagine there's a stick underneath Molly and we're looking down on the stick and Molly's on top and she's balancing on it. So what do we attach to Molly to make her stable? Well, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna go ahead and make a new diagram here. Well, let's get rid of this nonsense. We don't need none of that. If we were to attach two big boys to Molly, make these the big boys. Big boy 1, big boy 2. Well, that's pretty good. That'll get us up there. But the thing we have to be aware of is there's going to be slight differences as the wind passes over these two big boys in how it pushes it up and down on this screen. So if we get into a situation where the big boys are pushed a little bit off center, if they get pushed a little bit this way, right, then they sort of become little ellipsy boys instead. So this is the front now of the big boy. We could do that, yeah. But what I'm talking about here is the difference between 2 versus 3 things. Why we typically like to do 3 things. So we'll pull this out. So let's say this is the top of the big boy, and that's the bottom. So some force causes the big boy to tip this way a little bit, but now the wind is going into the screen from us. And because the big boy is tipped, it's actually going to want to tip even more. It's going to want to tip more and more and more just from this slight change. It's not great. So what we end up effectively doing is, from the left and right side, it's pretty stable. But I have a problem when I'm looking at the front and back side. I'm once again putting Molly on a stick. So I'm balanced front and back, but from left and right, but from a front and back side, like if I were to rotate and look at the rocket on the side, it's still kind of on a stick. So as it tries to go up and Molly goes one way or the other, it just wants to tilt and it wants to keep falling down. So to provide stability in all directions, when you're in 3D, the way you solve that problem is by putting stuff in a triangle. You'll be an aerodynamic genius yet. Yeah, so in this case, we put stuff in a triangle. And the advantage of that is that as long as we're staying roughly center, all of the forces are pushing to keep Molly upright. I did not sign up to be Sheldon Cooper. Well, you shoulda. You gotta be Sheldon right now. Time to pick up the Big Bang Theory and start educating yourself. You should pick up a physics book right now, Turt. You pick that up. You go and you pick it up and you be a learning turtle. You're the learniest turtle that I ever knew. So anyway, the advantage of something like this is that if I'm looking at the center and how the wind is going, there's a lot more force continuing to push me into the center than anywhere else. Whoa, that was exciting. So this, right, if I have the point right here, you've got all this stuff on the outside. A game theory. You've got all of this wind resistance pushing you down from here, and all of this wind resistance pushing you up and left from here. And because everybody is pushing you to the center, it has a little more of a tendency to self-right. So generally speaking, you want what's called rotational symmetry. So when I'm looking at the I miss MatPat. So when I'm looking at the top of something, if I can rotate it such that it still looks the same, that's what I want. And that is not what I have when I only have 2 rockets. But we don't have to take my word for it. We can prove it. So let's take your theory together. First, we're going to build the top bit, which we know eventually we want to be a spinny nightmare. So we're going to prepare ourselves for spinny nightmare. In order for that to work, we're going to have to make sure that we are, to be a spinny nightmare, we have to make sure that our base is much larger than this, so that the wind resistance created by that isn't that important. So we're gonna make this as aerodynamic as we reasonably can. We are absolutely going to prepare. Yeah, we're gonna rotate this sucker. Nope, rotate. Since we're in space, we're just gonna straight up go sideways. No reason not to. Our plan is to be in space by this point. A neat thing we can do, because we're gonna be in space, we don't have to worry about wind resistance. So we can add winglets to this. Where's my rotatey majig? This is the rotating majig. Yeah, we can add winglets to this, right? Whose purpose is to help us stay straight as we go up. We do need to make sure that they're pointing at the center of the mass. That is important. You might not believe me, but physics says so. Yeah, so this is all pretty good. This is center mass. This will help us go up. It's a little stupid. That's fine. We love stupid here. All right, now we need our next coupler. I went Charlie Brown on you. Does that help? Do you understand now? Is that good? Is that the ASMR you crave? I think everybody craves ASMR exactly like that, especially from me. Alrighty, so let's give ourselves, yeah, we're gonna, how stupid is this idea? Got it, thanks, now I know what to do. If you ever have an exam coming up, I am happy to jump on Discord and just, if that's what you need. Anytime. Okay, this should be a thumper. And then, we need this not to be such a terrible stick thing. Maybe the solution is actually just to do this. No. Oh, it does kind of have to be this, though, because, all right. I remember some stuff about the thumpers. They get unstable. That's a thing I remember. So, we're going to see how this goes. I don't know if it's going to go great. Let's move this down a little bit. All right. That's pretty good. This should actually be... I need you to be placed differently. I need you to be like there. The more unstable, the better. What is this? My mental health? Of course. Look, I only look for instability in myself and partners. So unless this is like some sort of long play Riz move, maybe this ain't the time or place, partner. Alright, we're gonna do one of these, and we're gonna do one of these. Yes? No. One more. Yeah. That looks good. Oh no, he catched me. It was the extended come on the whole time. My. What a subtle and powerful move you've made. Tell me more. Where'd the move button go? Here we go. Bam. Yo, blood, you best stay where I tell you. All right. Okay. This is a thing. That is absolutely true. It is a thing. Okay, these go off at the same time. Then we decouple. Then ideally we're in space. Save me, I'm scared. No one can save you now.
Absolutely no one.
All right. Okay, the Silly Willy III, ready for launch. What do we got? What are we looking at, chat? Give me the odds. I'm saying we're gonna make it. And huzzah! All right, good start. This is a good sign. Now the thing... Patrick... Now, the thing we're most going to be worried about now is thermals. Because we have such huge boosters whose whole job is to keep us stable in flight, that's great. But that also means we're going to go real fast and stuff is going to get real hot. So, we'll see how that goes. Do we make it out? Do we make it out? Do we make it out? Not bad. Okay. We're not quite as much into space as I wanted to be. Oh, I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to make it. All right, we're in upper atmosphere. This little meter up top is telling us where in atmosphere we are. We want to be at around 50,000 meters. Okay, so I'm going to let us go a little longer. I want to be very clearly out of the atmosphere so that the wind resistance does not destroy us. That's the idea. Kerbal in a blender. All right, speaking of which, spinny time, everybody. Yeah! Woo-hoo! Yeehaw! Get out of there! Woo! I think I launched this wrong. Oh no, the staging is incorrect. Wait, I can add a stage. It'll be fine. Ready? Real-time planning and gone. Yeah! Welcome to space. That's what I'm talking about. Now the question is, should I have installed a heat shield or are we gonna live? I refuse to speed it up this time, because last time I sped it up, we lost all of whatever this is. Check that out. Yeah. I guess flashing light warning? I don't know if this is exactly flashing lights, but it's something. Why are we hallucinating like little bits of stuff everywhere? Yeah, this is totally fine. The thing I love is that it's not correctly measuring rotational G-force. Like, this Kerbal would be so dead. So very dead. All right, we are now descending. That's good. We're at 90,000 meters, so a solid 90 kilometers above sea level. And it sure is. I want everybody to lean back and enjoy our descent as we all return to Earth. Now, I do have some bad news. I may have forgotten to install any counter thruster or heat shield, so you may be at risk of internal liquefaction, crispness as the atmosphere burns us up, or other varieties of death. So, oh, the sun! Hold on. Now that is an image. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're accelerating kind of a lot. I probably should have installed a heat shield. I don't know if they're gonna make it. Now, when we get to 50,000 meters or 50 kilometers, we're going to start encountering wind resistance again, and this pod is going to try to self-right and decelerate. I think if we're below 1,000 meters per second by the time we get there, we'll be fine. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be real close. We'll see. Could be. Y'all get out the sticks. I'll grab the chocolate and the graham crackers. This is gonna be delicious. All right, 89. All right, 900, 920, 930, 940, 950. We should start to be seeing air resistance. Ooh, this is. Ooh, wait, no. Why are you still accelerating? All right, 1,000. Ooh, I don't know, man. Okay, we are self-rated. Wow, that is about the fastest we could have gone and survived. We like nailed it. That was perfect. I am a space genius. That is what I am talking about. So, y'all wanna prepare the report ahead of time? Wizard, more like. Look, I'm just saying, you spend a few years in aerospace, you learn a thing or two. Such as not to roast your little green men when spinning them as fast as you possibly can. All right, I think this is a very successful launch of the Silly Willy III. I didn't even have to do any design iterations. That was the first idea. That never happens. Go team! Yep. CT's got it. He knows what's up. All right, we can speed up now. This is slow and boring. We must get to the sea so that we can recover this vessel. To the sea with you! Down. Fall. Fall back to Earth. My home. Mwah. CT has visitors. All right. Recover my vessel. Pray, what science have I regained? Finally, some friends! And they're green like you! Where's fashion sense, though? You're kind of killing it with the drip, not gonna lie. Alright. Nice. I do believe that is an excellent launch for the Silly Willy III. Man, that is a ridiculous thing, what we made. All right. So I have some options. We could switch over to playing a bad retro adventure game. I will probably like it. Or we could embark on our next idea, which is the Tallywhacker I. Now, the idea of the Tallywhacker I is that we get something into space and then we decouple and launch as many, how do you say, phallic shaped things into space as possible. So this is a super orbital phallus delivery device. Those are the plans. We could embark on Tallywhacker I, or we could play yes, exactly. We could play some retro stuff. I am happy to do either. I do wonder. We could make this better. My desire to optimize the Silly Willy is creeping in. What time is it? It's 9. Let's keep with KSP. If I open that adventure game, there's no shot of sleep tonight. And I already feel a desire to come back to the Silly Willy for a Silly Willy 4, or maybe a Silly Willy 3 Prime. We'll leave it on the table. Now let's do the Tallywhacker I. All right. New ship. Okay. So this one is gonna need a similar type of thing. True facts. I try to sleep now. I'm not good at sleep. Never have been. Try my best. Don't do great. But what with that there science whole day job, I gotta try. I gotta make an attempt. Okay. So we need to manage our thrust into space. I think we are going to use liquid fuel tanks this time for our primary module. Oh, actually, all right. So we're going to build this. We're going to build this kind of legit this time. And what does that mean? That means that we have a heat shield. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just in case we are a little too stupid with our calculations. At least we'll survive. All right, now we can throw a coupler on there. Cool. Now we need some fuel. Ooh. You too. Have a good one. Hope your streams continue to be amazing. You're the best boxer in town, from what I can tell. Both in terms of throwing fists and boxing up pizzas. Yeah, let's get a little tank on there too. All right. This is bothering me. I have to do the small tank first. It doesn't matter. That's just how my brain works. Sorry, folks. Got to do it this way. Very important. And then, what is most goodest engine? Let's see. All right, this is a high amount of thrust. Why is engine with more thrust less expensive? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's got thrust vectoring. That's why. Yeah, better lateral movement. Oh, hey, there it is. See? Thrust vectoring. Oh, just like the F-35. Wow, this is a terrible thrust vector. Why would you do that? That's not how you do that. No. This'll break. Who makes... No. This is not how we do thrust vectoring. But nobody has to know that, I suppose. Okay. So then we're gonna do another radial coupler. We're gonna throw on a smallish solid booster. Or maybe a long... I need some space on here. I need a lot of payload, so maybe I do need more tank. I think I need more tank. Because I need payload space. We add more fuel. Where is fuel? Or I could use a service bay. Service bay is probably a better option. It's lighter. Throw a couple of those on. I will take even more payload space. So this time I will do fuel tanks. Good. All right. Then down here, you can have a nice... yeah, you can be a thumper. You can do that. That'll be great. That's on top of a coupler, right? Yep. Good. Now we need some radial couplers for our primary engagements. Actually, do I want to build this up in more stages? Let's just see what happens. Oh, it's just telling me what my final meters per second is. I don't remember how fast I need to be for escape velocity. 2 meters? Probably 2 meters. Probably need to be 2 meters per second. That's probably enough. If you're moving the speed of a particularly fast Hot Wheels car going down a hill, that's fast enough, right? Yeah, so this will actually probably be too much if I single stage it. So let's do a couple of these then. I'm gonna do one of those. And we'll do another one of those. Where be the couplers? Couplers. Bam. Do it again. Bam. And sure, maybe? Maybe sure? Make you taller. Come up here. Join me up here. Go on. Go up. We'll do one more. This is gonna be so tall. The fun thing about simple rocket on Earth is if you go so fast, then you don't really need thrust vectoring or much. You just go up, and you go up very good. You go up very good. Yeah, so these are nice, teensy incremental amounts. I can control when they fire, or I can just pop them all at once. Is this enough space for the willies? There's probably enough space for the willies. Let's build the willies now. Okay, it's... Oh, right. This is the Tallywhacker. Tallywhacker I. Okay. Now we need to build out our willies so that we know what kind of aerodynamics we need to account for. So our plan, I think, will be to launch 3 space willies. This is my plan. So we're going to need some radial couplers. I'm going to put them here. Maybe down one more. Yeah, somewhere around there. And we're gonna make these kind of simple. They're gonna be kind of simple little guys. We got one of these. Is that enough? Sure. I think I'm satisfied with that. Not really, actually. I demand more out of my Willy. I'm gonna go ahead and use a cargo bay. Because it is lightweight. There you go. Here you go. Go on, coupler. Oi, go on, coupler. Why, you know. Kerbal didn't think that would go there. You know this goes there, but you don't understand that the cargo bay goes there. Interesting. Okay, we can... That's fine. That's fine. We'll use one of these small boosters then as a starter. And then we'll add some couplers. Come here. Coupler. Bam. And then we can have a longer one. Yeah, I'm good with that. We need to make it a wee bit aerodynamic. I wish I could do more control modules. I don't think I can do... Can I do more control? I can! Genius. That is perfect. 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 Okay. So we got that. Let's put some of these on for aerodynamic reasons. Alright, now we need the fun little joy regions. Okay, you don't want to go on there as I would like you to. What about a fuel tank? Would you take a fuel tank? You would. Perfect. Okay. This is our plan. We're gonna put one here. And then we're gonna do some shenanigans. Good old-fashioned shenanigans. We're gonna put this here. And then we're gonna put this right. Yeah. Okay. If I rotate it first, will you play the game I'm trying to play here? Stop it. Get in there. What is this? Go away. Why did my volume thing show up? Go away. Okay, and you are banished. You are banished to the Nether Realms. Nether Realms. Banished to the Nether Realms. Banned. Banned hammer. Right. Okay, we're gonna rotate this. Right. Such that maybe, if me do rotate, it would let me place this right there. Exactly. Okay, perfect. And then I do this. And it goes here. All right, we just need to line this up a little bit better. Yep. Oh, you're, interesting. You're not in quite the spot I wanted you to be. I'm gonna have to move you. I need you to be more this way. Is that correct? Yeah, that's right. Now we can move you down. Good. Now we do a decent one. Good. Perfect. Perfect. That is what we expect out of the Tallywhacker I. Excellent. So now we need to make sure that this is stable as we get up into space. So we're gonna have to do some aerodynamic, we're gonna have to adjust the mass. We need to make sure that the center mass is set up right. And we will do that by providing tail counterweight farther down, such that this sucker is not top heavy. It needs to not be top heavy. That is important. We will make sure that it is so. Oh right, and I needed radial decouplers. Where are my radial decouplers? There they are. Just pop these over here. Stop it. There you go. I don't necessarily care exactly which stage you're on, because we're going to be doing staging slightly differently. It's going to be great. Now I just need you to seemingly be on there. Then we can move you down. Yeah. Send that there. Great. Now we need some aerodynamics for you. Pop these on here. Perfect. And I feel like we want... Well, yeah, these are the phallic extensions. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into space and fire these off. That's the plan. So we're going to try and get these three to head off into space. Yeah, I think we can use this as a basis. Like, I think this is our elemental phallus. And then as we go forward and explore the greater possibility of phallic multiplicity and enter, larger phallus space, then we can extend our line of research and insert ourselves into a greater and more powerful position. I'm a little worried how wibbly this part's gonna be. Maybe I should actually move this down even more. just change. Yeah, I'm gonna move this down a wee bit more. I'm gonna change this. Oh, nope. Undo. I'm gonna move this back up a wee bit, such that it is located thereabouts. Good. Yeah, I like that better. And this is, where's my center of mass? Tell me where my center of mass is, please. Do I like that center of mass? No. I want it to be a little lower. All right, I'm gonna have to add a couple more. Let's add a few more smaller boosters at the bottom here. Go ahead and pop these down hereabouts. Sure. Bam. Actually, I'm gonna put them even further down. We'll do some small boosters. Some smoosters. A couple of smoosters. Oh, you have to keep an eye on total acceleration. That's probably fine. That wasn't the plan. Don't do that. You were fine a second ago. Just don't be silly. Don't start any of your silly nonsense. Put our aerodynamics on again. Pop these on. Boop. Pop these on. Boop. Down a little bit. Boop. A little over here. Boop. Okay, now what's my center of mass? Boop. Better. Better. Not perfect, but better. Okay. Staging. Okay, this is gonna be a thing. Uh-oh. Wait, no, I can have more than 10 stages, probably. This will be fine. This will be fine. Okay, so first, we need our thumpers and these. All of those are going to thrust at the same time, and so is this initial primary. This thing here. That's this one. All right, so stage 1 is going to fire all of these. Great. Excellent plan. Like I said it myself. Then we are gonna have to release all of our radials. All radial couplers gonna have to release. And I guess I could blow this coupler at the same time. It'll look kind of neat. It'll just look kind of neat. It's just kind of nice. I like it. All right, then, yeah, those don't go for a long time. It's gonna be like way up here. All right, so then we fire this booster, and then we fire that decoupler. Boop. So booster, decoupler. Then we have that booster. Boop, boop, something, boop or something. All right, booster, decoupler. There's a decoupler here, that coupler. So this decoupler, bam, great. And we want to fire, okay, so that's the liquid engine then. So when this decoupler fires, I should be in space. So this must be in space time. Must be in space by the time this happens. All right, and then over here, what are we doing? So if we are in space, that then means I can fire the radial couplers to engage the phalluses. All right, so this will be a phallus launch. And at the same time, I should engage the primary phallus engines. So these are the primary phallus engines. So we've got our radial decouplers, primary phallus engines. So these should just like take off beside us. Then there's this piece. So that is a vertical decoupler. I don't want to set these off ever. So maybe I make it like a stage 0 somewhere. Oh, that's not what I want to get out of here. Get out of here. Can I... All right, let's save quick. Can I remove you from the staging? Where are we? Can I go away? Go away. No stage. No stage. Go away. All right. Nope. Can't be removed. That's fine. So we'll just effectively put you in the last stage then. Okay. So, yep. This and this go off at the same time. This can go off in the last stage. Sure. Cool. Then we've got our liquid rocket, which we can manually control for however long we want. This is the last stage. We don't really want that to go off. So radial, main rocket, liquid, then this launches, and then we just get rid of everything else. All this other stuff when it's go time. All right, that looks like a solid... Oh wait, I misspelled Tallywhacker. Wow, I can't... Man, that was almost a critical mistake. Okay. That seems like a good first attempt. Is there any argument from the peanut gallery? No? Perfect. Can it stand its own weight? We'll find that out. I'm gonna find that out right now. And here we go. Oh, it's having trouble loading it. Okay, there we go. That's interesting. Okay, these radial couplers are concerning me a wee bit, but we'll probably be fine. They were a little bouncy. All right, let's see whether or not we blow up on the initial stage. I think that'll be the real tell. Oh, it's kind of working. It's kind of working. Okay. We do need to do a little bit of adjustments. Stop it. You will stay kind of, sort of in the right direction. We are steering. We are steering. I don't normally have to actively steer during launch. That's new, but that's okay. As long as the Tallywhacker makes it to space, who is to say we have done anything wrong? All right, this is gonna be a problem though, because we're very much not in space yet. Why did that happen? Oh no, you're fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. Instability. We'll fix it. 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 Pull up. Come on, buddy. I believe in you. You knock that off. Come on. Thrust vector. And you're gone. Okay. Okay. We're going to reorient. We're going to reorient. We're in the upper atmosphere. If I can get a little bit of lateral control, everything will be fine. You stop, and you point up. You stop and you point up. You do what I say right now. Okay, we're kind of under control. Okay, okay. All right. All right. All right, and go. Yeah! We made it! Recovery! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Recovery! Recovery! We're unfortunately too heavy. We're too heavy. We're not gaining speed. We are not gaining enough speed. Well, there go the phalluses. Bye, friends. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Well, I kind of... I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Alright, do I need a counterfire? Not really. I don't really even need a counterfire. I know, right? Okay, cool. So I am pointing the right way. I am descending. I can counterfire a little bit just to decelerate. But I'm like already where I need to be. So yeah. We just send it off. Nice. All right. Well, the phalluses made it to suborbit, we need a bigger primary engine. That is our problem. I think we can do it. That was not bad for a first go. Little bit of instability. The big problem is the primary stage is undersized. Not bad. Not bad for a first go. Please ignore the fact that this cost the total GDP of the bottom 50 nations in the world. Please ignore that. Nice. All right. You stop complaining. All right. So that mostly worked. Slight modification. All right, we're going to recover you. Oh, look, little bits of rocket. Look at it go. How lovely. Little bits of rocket. Just what I wanted on me waffle. Why am I eating a waffle as a spaceman? Maybe that is what spacemen eat. All right, that worked good. Back to the vehicle assemblies. Facility to words. Words are hard. Words are hard. Okay. So I think the play is that instead of doing this and this, we're just gonna do this. Actually, I need to grab it at the radial coupler. I knew that. Give me a radial coupler. Where are you? There we go. Radial coupler. Bam. And you shall be repeated in triplicate, and you shall go right there. Slightly different heights. Yeah, I guess I'll fix it.
I didn't want to fix it, I just wanted to deal with it. But I guess I can do something about it.
Alright, where are you? Wait. No. You know what? Sure, fine. You'll go, no. No. You click, and you'll go up. You will go. What are you doing? You will knock it off. Whatever you are doing is what you will do. Alright, fine. I'm gonna do it without the move tool, because it's kind of spazzing out. Yeah, pretty close. I hereby deem you pretty close. Alright. Let's see whether our fixes to the primary stage helped us out. And oh boy, that is a springy set of phalli there. That's a springy set of phalli. I'm gonna let that calm down, and then we're gonna push this button. Yep. Okay, and I had to actively steer last time to avoid problems. So we're gonna do that again too. We're actively steering. Active steering. Active steering. Definite positively. Positive possibility. Alright, this is going okay. No. No. All right, good. Reposition. All right, what's my speed? 500. All right, this is good. I'm in upper atmosphere. Let's... And around 400, we'll initiate the next stage. And... much better. Good. Yes. Top heavy? Yes. Unwieldy? Yes. Successfully carrying phalluses into space? Also, yes. Okay, we're in the high upper atmosphere. We gotta break 50K. It ain't real if it don't break 50. Eh? You stop it. I see you trying to spaz out. Okay. Oh, dang it. I forgot that was the stage we were on. Oh, we're so close. You know what? I don't count that one. Not good enough. Not good enough. We need to break 50. Has a plan. The plan is to... Well, now that we know that this is kind of a thing, let's pull one of these off to the side. Sure. Actually, that's fine. I'm gonna grab this. You go over here. Get rid of you. You go over here. Get rid of you. And then we're gonna grab one of these. Let me grab it right here. All right, cool. We're gonna need that later. All this staging, waste of time. Why? Because we're so heavy that we need to use a thumper anyway. So now we bring in the thumper. But we actually do need more staging. So do I double thump? Maybe I double thump. I think I do double thump. I'll bring you up. And then we're gonna do a coupler right here. Oi, get on there. Wait, no, this is a fuel tank. What am I doing? Madness. Space adaptation syndrome. Yep, could be bad. All right, so coupler. That was our plan. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Oh right, the thumper's couple weird. I forgot about that. There we go. Bam. Okay, I'm gonna change this to 6. Great. And then we're gonna take these. We're gonna put 6 of them on there. Do I have to... Should I do this twice? Maybe. So I want you to be directly under that for aerodynamic purposes. Right, that's good. Ish. Good-ish. I actually think maybe this is a double. Yeah, this is fine. I like them about this size. If I pull this off and I pop it on here. No, that's not what we want. I don't know why you set yourself so far down like that. I don't like it. What if I... Oh, right. Undo. All right, we need to reparent this real quick. We want to reparent... We want these to kind of be the parents. Yeah, we want this to be the parent. Reparents. Whoa! That's not what we wanted. Maybe I pull it off like this. Oh, all right. This is how we do it. Yeah. Okay, good. Now, put you on here. You do that for some reason. That seems wrong. I click too low, maybe? Oh, don't want that to be the route. Sure. Select new route. I want that to be the route. Yes, that is correct. Now you attach, but you attach too stupid. What is this? Huh? Oh, what do you think that is? Huh? Nothing is what it is. Unacceptable. Go back to the way you were. Alright, I'll just have to use the move tool, I guess. I guess, actually, is this fine? It's kind of fine. Not even gonna bother moving it. It's kind of fine. And the only question is this second thumper stage. This is kind of a problem if I leave it as is. I kind of need to have like equal thrust here. But is that too much speed? I guess we will just have to try it. We will just have to try and see what happens. Where is this thing? This thing? Yes. I need to click on it, but it is too close. What do? We clip in. Perfect. Yes. Totally. Oh, I need the place part thing. Totally legit. Just clip into the geometry. That'll fix everything. Right, we want this to be a 6. Is it gonna be okay with this? I don't know. This doesn't seem good. Yeah, is this not just gonna, like, explode? This feels like it's just gonna explode. That's what it seems like to me. We probably have to move these down a little bit. Where's the move? Move! Move! Why did you rotate? I didn't want you to rotate. Okay. We're gonna assume that's kind of right. And now we'll go back to place. And we'll clip into everybody's geometry again. Yeah? Come on, I have to clip in. Stop it. Let me clip in. Clip in like so. There we go. Perfect. Nothing like strategically clipping in to do stuff. That was an interesting decision it was making right there. Alright, now... Yes, this is more good. But it needs to be A6. Correct. Good, good. Something kind of like that. That looks more better. Okay, we're going to save this, and we'll see how this goes. Okay. Oh, that's a terrible idea. Don't do that. Why have you made this decision? What do you think you're doing? Knock it off. You knock that off right now. Okay, no. These? No, these. Was ist das? These go first. First, these. You go down here. There you go. Good. Good rockets. Approve. Then, radio couplers. What are you? Where is this radio coupler? I don't know. I'm going to put it up here for now. Get over here. You're somewhere around there. All right. Singular central engine will go at the same time as this other stuff. So these all go at the same time. And you've got radio couplers and a central coupler. They'll go at around the same time. Then these go. So you got this and these, and then radio couplers. Okay, cool. Those radio couplers go at the same time as this coupler. Good. And we got our liquid engine. And this at the same time. No, these boosters do not go. Oh, no, they do go. They do go, yes, because we're going to decouple them and fly off, and then we have liquid, and we have the final decoupler, and then we have the what's all this then button. Perfect. That was always the plan. Good. I don't like that this looks slightly off center, and that's probably a problem, but it'll be great. It'll be lovely. All right. Is this going to do the job? Do we now have an appropriate version of the Tallywhacker I that allows us to get all the way into proper space? So we're saying space is 50 kilometers. That's what we're saying. So we want to release the phalluses when we're at least 50 kilometers in space. And go. All right. And active steering is required. Active steering absolutely required. Ooh, that's tough. It is tough to keep it going, that's for sure. I didn't expect that to be 2 stages, but okay. I thought we had set it up as 1, but whatever. All right, this is going okay. We are rotating a little bit. I don't like that. I'm getting it under control. All right, we are in upper atmosphere. Good, good. Okay. Upper atmosphere, upper atmosphere. This is going well. Going a little fast, but we should run out of fuel and have an opportunity to slow down a little bit. Cool. Great, great. So this next one. Okay, all right, all right. So, and we're at 50. Yes. Okay. That is what we were going for. All right. Now, let's adjust our orientation. I guess since we are in proper space, we can adjust our orientation freely. I'm gonna see if I can't move us a little bit, because I would like to fire these phalluses in a rough orbit around Kerbal. Okay, let's beam ourselves up a little bit, see if we can stop rotating. Good, good. All right, a little more this way. All right, right around here. Something like this. This is about how we want it to go. Oh yeah, and we're gonna, all right. I like what we got going on now. I like what we got going on now. All right. Little bit of rotation, a little bit of this. Just get ourselves dialed in. Y'all ready? Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Now that is real space travel. Perfection. All right. Now we are going to have to counterfire to survive, I think. So I guess we may as well prepare for that. Let's aim ourselves something kind of like this. Stop it. Let me see. Okay, throttle's not engaged yet. So now the stage is engaged, so we can counterfire as needed. Perfect. And that, my friends, is how you initiate the launch of a space phallus. Truly, is there any greater sight in this universe. I think not. Ooh, though I wish we were a phallus too. Maybe we can find a way to make ourselves a phallus. To be aerodynamically stable, we would have to have 3 balls. Which isn't a problem, it's just, like, it's not the standard form, you know what I mean? Ooh, moon. So this game theoretically has an objective. I've mostly been building meme rockets, which is totally fine. That's pretty sure that's the real objective. What is the objective if not to have fun? All right, am I descending? I am descending. Good. Okay, and I'm descending fast, so let's line ourselves up. Do a little bit of a counter burn. Counter burn. Counter burn. Counter burn. Yes. Yes. Nope, nope, go back. Go back. Go back. You must continue to be able to counter burn as needed. We're going to make this a nice, soft landing. Nice, soft landing. It's gonna be great, y'all. All right, we are in upper atmosphere. Let's do a little more burn. Okay. That's the end of the stage. Now, we're gonna let gravity take the wheel. Stop it. Gravity, take the wheel. All right, we just need to hit some stronger atmosphere so that we self-correct. Okay, we are oscillating about our point of drag, which means that we have just about entered enough atmosphere to be doing a good job. We are now in enough atmosphere that we can deploy our chute if we want, which should increase the drag and help stability, so we will do that. 1 parachute deployed. Look at that all the way over there. It's just a friendly little phallus. Just a friendly little phallus flying out into space. Friendly little phallus in the galaxy, trying to find its way home. Don't you want to find your way home like the friendly little phallus? Probably. Ooh. Aw. Dark side of Kerbal now. Do. Alright. Chute is now partially open. Where are we gonna land? Looks like we're gonna land over to Earth. We're gonna land, oh, I'm sorry. Kerbal, not Earth. Clearly not Earth. No one on Earth is this green. Certainly not you or I. Nice. Ignore that. Ignore that. Pay no attention to the man behind the mic. Yeah. All right, I'll warp this. There we go. Fully deployed chute. Nice soft landing. You couldn't ask for more. Perfect. Let's grab this sucker. Come on, come on. Huzzah! Glorious. Well, folks, I do believe that we have accomplished our missions today. Yeah. Impressive. That is quite a thing. The Tallywhacker one was a much larger project than I expected. I think we'll have to go ahead and work on a Tallywhacker II. We've only launched 3 phalluses, which is not enough, in my personal opinion. I think we need to be launching more. Let's cut on over here. Yeah, I think next time... Oop. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think next time we're going to see if we can't get ourselves a cool 6 phalluses. There we go. We shop theme. Oh, yeah. Whoa. That bass kicked in. Anyway. Yeah, we're going to try at least 6, I think. And then we may also collect some more science so that we can start a phallus plane and see if we can have a phallus plane go around. That'll be a good time. It takes a lot of thrust to get 3 phalluses into space, don't you think? That's my takeaway. You can never stop thrusting, chat. Never stop thrusting. That's really a life lesson. If you think about it, the minute that you stop thrusting, you become a one-pump chump in life. And really, can you afford that? Because you're destined for greatness. We're all destined for greatness. And if you want to achieve that greatness, you must thrust. Well, I think that's a solid enough quote to end it on. Thanks, everybody. I will probably see you on Saturday. Thursdays do seem to be working out for a regular thing. I'm going to try and make a stream schedule where you can, like, predict when I'm going to be on. I know. Crazy. Mad idea. But it just seems fair. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Hope y'all have a lovely evening or morning, wherever in the world you are. And remember, there is now a phallus flying over you. Bye, everybody. Whoa!